All right. And I'm also going to go ahead and mute this out for everybody. But I want to thank everybody for being here tonight. Thank you for being here to listen and learn more about Paraiba, its business overview, its true opportunity, and most importantly, how it's changing people's lives financially all across the world. Paraiba has a 2.5-year track record, incredible performance, almost in most of our light, near perfect performance along the way. It's been quite impressive, and quite frankly, we're all very grateful for the management of this company and how it's helped us build an income stream to change our lives. And we're so proud to be able to help share it with others. And they have a very, very, very efficient, effective business model that simply just works. And as I share with this business model with you, you'll be able to see where things start to fit together, how it aligns. And also, I think the structural value that the company has put into place and the multiple income streams that the company allows us to profit from, and how it also creates a stable, long-term business model and environment for us to really have, I think, a foundation that we have all been longing for and looking for a long time in this business and in this field of generating a passive and a generational income stream. And I think Paraiba, many of you will find, is an absolute gem. And that's what Paraiba represents, is a gem. It's a true, actual, like a diamond, if you will. But the Paraiba is a very valuable system, or a very valuable, I guess, asset or commodity out there in the marketplace. And they have absolutely lived up to this name. So we're very excited. You'll hear from some people at the end, some testimonials. We'll do some questions at the end. But in this meantime, I'm going to do my best to be as efficient and as effective to help you all understand as best I can what Paraiba is and how it can help you as well earn a passive or an income stream that can financially change your life like it has for thousands of many others. And with that being said, I'm going to move forward into a disclaimer, if you will. Very important that we all understand these disclaimers. Keep in mind that many of us are entrepreneurs, and at the same time, I don't work for any Wall Street brokerage firm. I have no license. I'm not an agent for any of these companies that are out there requiring license of any kind. Also, at the same time, there's risk in everything that we do in business, including that we choose with Paraiba. In addition, even though we have a near flawless track record, anyone that you speak with that's been involved with this company for a year, 2 years, 2.5 years, you'll find that they just are impressed and have a financial change in their life in a beneficial way. And most importantly, we've had an incredible track record that we're proud of. And with that, though, comes no guarantees for our future. All of us understand that. And fortunately for us, we have had an exceptional experience. And I'm sure we expect that obviously in the future. But again, all of us must take the decisions, do our due diligence, do our homework, just as you're doing here partly right now. But the bottom line is we have a phenomenal platform. And again, everything carries risk. So with that, let's move forward into all the fun stuff and where it's exciting. And I think many of you may even been hearing about all the good news, all the life-changing news that people are experiencing, getting out of debt and financially free, if you will, and retiring early. There's lots and lots of great testimonials from people and experiences that they're having with Paraiba. And one major thing that you're going to find out is that Paraiba offers 5 ways for us to earn. And one of the very valuable ones that I think is a big talk is the one called a streamline. And that streamline, folks, allows us to be able to participate in every deposit from around the world. Imagine when you first register and join, that deposits that come thereafter timestamp that you can earn an additional income stream from the success of the company from all deposits from around the world. It's life-changing. It can be worth tens, hundreds, or even thousands of dollars per day to you, in addition to your current deposits and things that you may decide to do. We have an opportunity for withdrawals that are via Bitcoin. Again, developing and generating bits and bits of Bitcoin each and every week is adding to our additional assets. So when you think about the future of where cryptocurrency has come, well over $2 trillion today, it is here to stay. Many folks are actually transitioning on the blockchain, just as we operate even with Paraiba, on and off that chain. And again, active accounts that allow us to earn profits, again, allows people to start as little as $25, and someone can register tonight and literally within seconds be activated to actually initiate the streamline that's very valuable to you and will play a very important role to your income stream. So that's very, very important to get registered right away. Once you understand this business model and the opportunity, it's very exciting. We get to earn immediately within Paraiba. For example, if somebody was to make deposits and register and get all deposits in even tonight or by tomorrow early evening, you'd be paid on tomorrow's payout, which they're typically on Wednesday. So it can start very rapidly to start earning profits within the company system. And also when somebody becomes a part of Paraiba, they're in charge of this as a business as well. And they become the boss. Their time, their money, their commitment is all up to them. And you're going to see it's all across the board, from folks that are very passive to folks that get engaged because they're very excited. They feel very confident in this company, and the trust has really skyrocketed across the board over 2.5 years. And so people can actually take that journey and leapfrog past many of us as far as this is concerned as an income stream opportunity. We have referrals that may come into our business network, but I'm going to share with you, there's no referrals required in this business model. You don't have to share this with your friends or family if you don't choose to, although we do have a built-in system that allows you to do so. But most importantly, we have a system that allows you to refer yourself, and that can create multiple income streams from you just from your own deposits and your own accounts. And that, again, I'll explain a little further here in a moment. But with this is our CEO, Mr. Eric Eli. He's 42. He's got 3 kids and a wife. He's really got a great family. He is an entrepreneur. He is an investor. He's also a very talented trader. People have become to love this gentleman. Why? Because he's just lived up to his commitments and his obligations, and quite frankly, has established a very phenomenal foundational company that that is really combined with multiple companies that make it efficient, effective for us to earn our profits and make it easy for us to run our business. We have some control mechanisms that are very valuable to us, and he puts us in that position to really run our business. We have a unique private bank license. He has his own license to operate. It's not a brick and mortar storefront on a corner somewhere. No, it's a license that allows him to operate around the world. Paraiba, look at that as a platform that allows you to manage and reflect upon all the transactions going on with your account, also where you withdraw and transfer, where you earn your profits, and it tracks everything there for you. And then it is interconnected with a unique exchange. The company purchased out their own crypto exchange and now is growing and expanding all over the world. And everyone that registers with Paraiba also registers with the exchange. And as you well know, exchanges are very, very profitable, and these end up to our bottom dollar. And we'll talk about that here in a moment. But under the bank license, it was upgraded already to $50 million already, started around 2.5 million. Other important factor is that when you deal with business all around the world, you've got to have payment providers in place and established. The company has those in place. It allows for SEPA and wire transfers. Also, under the unique private bank, when you look at the structure, it is the legal owner of the unique exchange. And I'll kind of give you a look at the exchange. I believe I want to give you kind of a look here. I think just for a moment here, if I take you here, this is a look at our exchange. This also is a place where folks would register under our exchange. They would simply go here and register. But yes, we have access to our exchange to give people their first blockchain Bitcoin wallet address to be able to accept and receive and transfer, etc. And so that's very, very powerful to understand that we got that in place already. Now, with that, I also want you to understand that the exchange is contracted as a service provider to Paraiba. And this creates a system of transparency between the two to operate your business. So it does make it very, very nice. Under our Paraiba structure, this is kind of nice because understanding you got these elements in place. One, the banking license, which comes with high levels of security. They have their own exchange, all internally operating together, and understand that the exchange in itself, working with Paraiba, keeps the profits also within the exchange versus operating with other companies or regular exchanges on a daily basis. People can move funds into the unique exchange and move them back into Paraiba, or work within the Paraiba system to move funds into their accounts. And keeping these profits also, because these profits are also shared with the success of Paraiba, which end up coming back into our own pocket. And that creates a strength and a longevity of a company under a foundation where these exchanges are becoming like the banks. Do your own research on companies like Binance and Coinbase and Kraken and Gemini. This is the place to be, and we're a part of that as we are part of Paraiba. We also have a technology in the messaging app system. And to think about these messaging systems like WeChat, WhatsApp, Telegram, Signal, etc., we have our own system now that's already in the Apple Store and already in the Android store. And this allows us to operate and open up the door to tap into this technology. And we already have it on the blockchain as an encryption. I'll talk about that here just a bit more. And then we have our own online store and gift shop, promotional items, etc., that also generate not only products for the people that want to represent, but also can create another income stream for the company, especially over long term. You also have in this place bank licenses. Again, I shared with you that the initial bank license started around 2.5 million, and it is incrementally increased and increased, and the company will continue to increase it as they deem appropriate and or necessary. And they also have a license for the exchange itself. This is also very important that these are in place. Most companies out there operating, they don't have these licenses. But under the same situation here, not only do they have a license, but they also have the ability that allows them to convert crypto and actually receive wire transfers under a SEPA payment system for international markets. So that makes it convenient for international folks looking to maybe manage wire transfers from their bank over to the exchange, and it can accept that. That's very powerful. Under our Paraiba chat application I mentioned a little bit earlier, again, we have a secure encrypted communication system. It's going to continue to expand and grow, but look at some of the features under the chat app, the Paraiba Parcel, Paraiba Wallet, Paraiba Conferencing, Paraiba Merchant Portals. What's very important to understand is that these technologies are valuable. Communication in this digital arena is very important, but most important is the security people are looking for, privacy they're looking for. So when people send files and documents and audios and text messages, they want to make sure that stuff is being private and not being archived and data and sold. And this is what Paraiba is going to do for the community and the customers and the corporations around the world, is giving them that functionality of a private technology application on the blockchain. And this is powerful. These can generate substantial amounts of money for companies. Look at the value of what some of these applications are worth today, and understand this strengthens our position as another technology and an income stream. Under our Paraiba store, everyone who registers with Paraiba will actually have an online store or a shop in their back office to provide these additional items for them, and they can all check that out for themselves as they join on board. Under our business concept, crypto trading, guys, this is one aspect of another income stream within the company, but there is something very valuable, very unique with what Eric requires of the traders that trade for us. Under our in normal trading, whether it be stock market, bond market, the currency market, any options market of any kind, traders win and they lose. But Eric has put something very extraordinary that is required of every trader that creates a risk mitigation for us, creates a less risky situation for us, protects us, if you will. I'll touch base on that in a second. But under our crypto exchange, just understand the fact that we have our own exchange. It is a profit center as well. We're expanding globally. Everyone that joins Paraiba registers with the exchange because they interact and exchange between each other for transparency of accounts. And that's very valuable to all of us. And again, think about the future of where these exchanges and the amount of revenues they generate on a global scale. That's powerful. A company also has their own real estate and investment development side. Again, this is important to understand because real estate, as you all know, has a very valuable, profitable business side to it. And specifically when you start tapping into commercial side, it's very, very powerful. But here's what's important. All of these income streams that are coming private doesn't mean you have to understand how to buy, sell, or flip, or rehab, or borrow and lend and do all those things with real estate. Everything I'm sharing with you is an all done for you system. Everything funnels into profits down into your Paraiba platform, into your account. All of these things are done for you. All the management and the everything that rolls through that company is managed for us. It's already on the back end. So everything just shows up in your platform. In addition, I want to share this with you. Eric is a very sharp individual. He looks at opportunities around the world, and this is one of them. This was called Kaif. It is an all-natural, vegan, certified nutritional drink that has been marketed for a company over the last 11 years in Germany. And this product is sold in retail locations, restaurants, etc. And Eric goes in and cuts a contract with them to purchase and buy out 25% equity of this company. Now, what's unique about that is he also negotiated that our name, our logo, our Paraiba Special Edition name be on the product. And as you can see on the bottom of the can, our name and price for branding purposes. And at the same time, taking this and distributing this in other countries as we speak. That means more volume, more business globally. And this industry is already a multi-billion-dollar market in the energy business. But now consider an all-natural, more healthier energy drink that's already got a good reputation. And at the same time, you do not need to buy this drink. You don't need to sell this drink. You don't need to market this drink. This creates a revenue stream that flows into Paraiba, which creates more success for the company and immediately affects your profits as well without having to do anything with this product. Again, tying in with reputable, successful companies. Under our crypto trading model, what's very important that I was going to lead to was that Eric requires of the traders that trade for Paraiba, they must put up their own collateral in order to trade for this company. The collateral gets controlled by Paraiba under what I would call the Paraiba vault. That means downturns, anomalies, markets that they make mistakes potentially. You never know, but he has created a firewall that protects us. It in essence keeps us from losing the capital, if you will, and it creates a long-term, more stable business model for all of us. And what an incredible change and a turn of events to bring such a quality agreement to the table and get the traders to accept it. And in order to trade, they must put up their collateral. Now, in addition to that, out of a 7-day week period, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, that is for the company to manage profits, expansion, salaries, commission structures with their traders, all of that. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday are all paydays for us. I like to call that our quad pay week, quad payday, if you will, or quad pay week. Bottom line is it has been a phenomenal relationship and has created massive success across the globe for members. And specifically, the longer you're with Paraiba, the better it gets. Why? Because that streamline continues to grow into tens and hundreds of millions of dollars, and it affects your income stream in addition to your deposits. And that's powerful because you're benefiting from the success of the entire company. And so it really is a place where the company wants you to be a lifetime customer. And of course, you want to be one because then you get a lifetime of earnings and the power of leverage. And that is very, very powerful. And we're going to give you some ideas here in a minute about some of our business model and where you earn money. But remember this, we are in one component doing BTC or cryptocurrency trading, and we're in a market where we are generating bits and bits of Bitcoin. Put your imagination to where the cryptocurrency market is going. It's already went from zero, where people thought it was going to be nothing, to a $2 trillion market. And it's not slowing down, folks. Major corporations are transitioning to the blockchain. What a phenomenal way to not only participate in a company to give you a payout or profits weekly, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, while simultaneously entering and accumulating Bitcoin for your future assets as well. Beautiful win-win. Exchange, again, the power of us being a part of an exchange and having a strong company and a foundation with quality income streams like this is really a blessing. Under our messaging app, again, a powerful, secure blockchain-based messaging system, part of what we do. Real estate, what a great place to be generating profits from as well, without having to know all the ins and outs about real estate. But yet, bottom line, you get to share in the profits through your Paraiba account. Online store, our Kife drink, all of that stuff flows and generates profits. And again, keep in mind, the company picks and selects seasoned operating companies, and these are putting us into profit rapidly. Under the same model that we're just now going into right now, we get to earn up to 0.5% 4 times per week, as I shared with you. We also get to generate additional income streams, a second one called a first line. Remember, these are multiple income streams. And when I share this with you, these income streams can come from the same deposits that you make and earn multiple times. So under our first line bonus, that's the same as if you were to invite or share this with someone if you chose to. And again, you can refer yourself under our business model, and we have a computerized model that will help you do that within less than 1 minute. And we'll talk about that here in a minute too, but that's another 0.3% on a daily basis, 4 times a week. We have a third income stream, again, can be utilizing the same capital and money that you're already making deposits with. But under that bonus, I call this our override or our customer base volume. We don't have levels, it's just volume. But under this, it's up to 0.04%, 4 times per week. Just that bonus alone, people are earning up to $3,000 a day. You have that opportunity. There's no time restrictions or anything. And on top of that, we have another bonus that you get. And I'll talk about that here in a second. But under our pool share, we have that tied to what you call that streamline. Remember, when you first register, you are tied to the streamline, and your future income is tied to the day and timestamp that you register. You have an additional revenue stream that's all waiting for you. Under this streamline, there are 8 pool shares that are broken down. Those 8 pool shares mean you can earn on all 8 of them in a remuneration day after day, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 4 days a week, multiplying your profits on the bottom line. All 4 of these create a residual based revenue stream for you with profits. Those can be compounded on a daily basis on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday as well. And imagine that power of compounding 4 times a week. In addition, we have a rank cash bonus. These are bonuses. We have 6 of them. And by default, you can be earning these cash bonuses by simply sharing this with 1, 2, 3, 4 folks. You can be earning these ranking cash bonuses and utilize that cash for whatever you like. But at the same time, you can also place it into your own deposit, increase your earnings, put it in your first line, increase your earnings. And bottom line, it's a win-win for you, especially if folks are tight on cash. It gives them a great way to help others and benefit at the same time. Under our deposits, if you have anything less than $50,000, as little as $25, you're going to earn 0.3% a day, again, earning 4 times a week. And if you're at the right amount, you can compound that on a daily basis on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Our deposits, once you hit 50,000 or over, you get a 40% overall raise, if you will, on profits. Now you're at 0.5% a day. This in itself is enough to help retire folks by itself. with this moving forward into a second income stream. A second income stream is simple. One is if you chose to refer anyone, even as little as 1 or up to 20, it decides between another 0.05% up to 0.3%. And I want you to understand something. You can register yourself 20 plus times, or at least 20 times, and hit level 4 all on your own. This takes about 30 seconds to a minute to use our back office system to self-achieve all your first line bonus to max out up to the level 4 earnings. That's powerful, and people take advantage of this each and every day. And the power of this is that you can also utilize those 20 accounts to switch out to new customers in the near future because you activated them and you activated the streamline, and you're able to give that streamline away as a gift or offer it to someone else to take it over, and you get all the advantages and the benefits of keeping all the earnings as well. That's a very powerful thing, and you've just now passed on a streamline of volume, which will make more sense to you. If it doesn't at this moment, don't worry, because the bottom line is advantage to both of you. Under the third income stream, I do want to make very clear, these accounts are the exact same accounts from the first line bonus. This first line bonus is the same accounts. This is the same accounts. You're getting paid now multiple times on the same money. And again, it's when you take those accounts from $100 to $200 to $300, you're going to get paid on all that volume on the percentages. But in addition, once any of these accounts, especially from 2 forward, move up to $1,000, you now engage a third income stream on top of the same money. Now you've went from another additional 0.01% to an additional 0.04%. And I do want to reiterate, you can earn and generate just on customer volume up to $3,000 per day on this bonus alone. This is powerful because once you've achieved that, you get another bonus that I'm going to talk about here, just granted and given to you. And once you've done that, it adds that income stream additionally into your life. Now, in addition to this, we're going to talk about our fourth income stream. This fourth income stream is based upon your streamline. That streamline, remember, from the day you register, boom, it starts growing your streamline. I'm going to give you a small example. You have a streamline that's at $10 million. Remember, this is volume from coming around the world. It's just because you registered, that volume grows. We multiply it by a percentage called 0.05 in this case. This is one pool, first pool of 8. And as an example, there's 2,000 members that, let's say, achieved the first pool. That would mean you're going to generate roughly a couple dollars and 50 cents extra per business day on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and a Saturday. And that averages out another $42 a month based on volume and the success of the company streamline because you joined and then participated in a deposit, if you will. But the bottom line is, what would happen if this grows to 20 million, 30 million, 50 million? These streamline and pool shares both continue to grow and affect your profits each and every day. Now, I'm going to give you an example that we have 8 pool shares. And the first one I just shared with you, all it requires is $1,000 in your deposit once you achieve that or start off there. And your first line is only $1,000 as well. Now, again, that's from the same money you just made your deposit. And the 1,000 is what you put on your first line to achieve the earnings there, but you now achieved the pool as well on the same money. Now, we have had folks, you can see that we can move our way all the way up to the pool number 8. We literally have folks hitting every pool category across the board in days, weeks, and months. And we've even had folks achieve the 8th pool in less than a week. This is how powerful this model is. People will get their own comfort level. But remember, the first line can also be folks that you invite into the system, and all that total and accumulative, you actually get earnings on multiple times. So that's very powerful. Now, here's this global leader pool. You know, I shared with you that you can earn up to 3,000 just on that downline or customer override bonus. Soon as you achieve up to that $3,000, there's no time limit. You're going to earn along the way. And as you do, once you achieve that, you achieve the global leader pool, and that is multiplied by the corporate streamline from the day it began and opened up 2.5 years ago. What this also means is that you can be grandfathered into this no matter when you start. You can achieve this in a year from now, 2 years from now, and still be grandfathered into this global leader pool. And currently today, that global leader pool is probably paying out close to $1,400 extra per day to members. That's a powerful additional bonus that you can achieve at any time with no timeline and no restrictions. And again, you're earning along the way in the other multiple income streams at the same time. This is very cool. Under our rank bonus, again, I shared with you, this is a cash bonus, folks. This is cash bonuses. And this happens typically by default when you have 2 or 3 or 4 folks working with you who are only simply interested in their own deposit and possibly their own first line. And as they do that, you start to achieve these rank or cash bonuses. This is $46,110 to help you advance into cash flow into your life or replace it back into your deposits to increase your daily earnings for life. That's a very powerful opportunity, but you have a choice to do what you want with these cash deposit or earnings, if you will. Now, under our system, it's very important to realize that companies must protect and secure their platforms, both on Paraiba, both on the exchange. Anyone that participates realizes the security is really 100% in place here. We have 2-factor authentications, codes, email, confirmation, all layers of different levels of security. And we have them all here so you can feel confident that our accounts are secured. Under Paraiba World and the unique exchange, under Paraiba, folks, you're going to be getting 2 ways someone's going to invite you. One, by an invitation link, then allow you to register and get your streamline activated, and you can make your Bitcoin a deposit or transfer right away. Now, most importantly, you also may understand that there's a secondary option. That's what the person that says, you know, I have an account that I'm willing to switch over to you, which may be his or her first line accounts that he or she activated, and they may be able to turn over to you a streamline that's already been activated and growing. So you'll have to ask them where they're at based on the timing, but the streamline grows very rapidly. Even if you started today with an invitation link, it's phenomenal. In the same token, you're going to register at the unique exchange. Now, with that, you're going to do your KYC, which means know your customer. You're going to upload a driver's license and a utility bill. But what's very good to understand is that once you do this, you may have Paraiba accounts. You may have 1 account, 5 accounts, 20 accounts, etc. And you only need 1 KYC, and it'll achieve a qualification on all of your accounts, and it puts them all into one profile for all your profits. Very powerful, but you each have access to each one of your individual accounts, but it will show you a profile on all of them from your main account. It's very powerful. I've never seen anything like it. Leaders say and agree with me, and it is incredible what they've done for us. Now, when we're ready to consider getting started, first of all, folks around the world can get started with the company for as little as $25. But again, depending on what your motivation is, what amount of earnings you want to get to, you know, if somebody says, hey, I'd like to make an extra $1,000 a month, $2,000 a month, $5,000 a month, we have business models that can help you do that right out of the gate. Now, obviously, we can make deposits by cryptocurrency, but also by SEPA, which is really wire transfers internationally to accommodate and help folks around the world. Now, at the same time, we also have the reinvestment model, that allows us to start reinvesting when our accounts either accumulate or are paying out as little as $25. You get to take advantage of putting that system on an auto invest if you want. And at the same time, imagine with multiple accounts that you may have simultaneously, all those working together, again, being able to take advantage of that 4 times per week. And when it comes to withdrawals, this is very, very powerful, because under withdrawals, not only can you do it for as little as $100, but most importantly, when we have a payout on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, you can actually request your withdrawal on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, any hour of the day, any time after your payout or your profit is paid and distributed into your account, you can ask for the withdrawal. Now, in addition, you have options to obviously reinvest that back into your deposits if you so choose. But what's nice is if you have leftover funds, you can also withdraw on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. So we have an open platform that allows you access to your profits basically 7 days a week, any hour of the day. That is incredible. This is what's led to so much success in the Paraiba membership, and people have been able to become debt-free, financially set in a model that's really been unlike anything else they've experienced. So with that, I also want to share with you that it is very, very simple to get started with Paraiba. Registration can take as little as 30 seconds or so. And again, you can start a free account. It could stay free for 30 days. You have 30 days to check us out, feel it out, decide to make a deposit. Simultaneously, you can see your streamline growing even while you're under a free account. But after 30 days, the account will be deleted. So it's important that you would get it activated. Under our deposit, you can start again for as little as $25. You decide where you want to begin, where you're comfortable at. For some of you, it might be 1,000, it might be 5 or 10 or even 100,000. It's all relevant to you. Now, under our referral model, again, you do not need to refer anyone. You can choose to build a business network, and you can definitely benefit from building that business network. But at the same time, you also have the option of referring yourself and benefiting from that as well. But again, the combination, I find that many folks are having true success on that combination on a much faster scale, of course. But again, you decide. Under our Paraiba business model that I've just shared with you, all I can share with you is this extra information and emphasize the fact that Paraiba, in my near 2 years of experience, has been near flawless. It has been exceptional. It has been reliable. They have been dependable and accountable. And anytime there's been any type of customer service or any type of issue, it is always resolved. It allows us that have been here for a while that we have a character to judge the company, where we've now begun to simply trust this company and trust this management. And that is powerful in itself, because that takes time to develop. And Paraiba has given us a foundation that I would consider a gem. Paraiba has been a true gem for all of us, and I believe it will continue to be a gem for all of us now and into the future long term. The management of this company is a long-term visionary, and they understand building a billion-dollar business takes a credible amount of time, effort, customer support, and really delivering. And by allowing us access to such a smooth, efficient operating platform, we can all have more success together, working together with this company. And as long as we also have access to our profits, that has made a massive difference. And what I want to do is open this up for some testimonials, but I also know I have a special guest on here. And with that, I think, Michael, you're online with me as well.
I'm here, buddy.
Hey, buddy. Hey, I am so happy you're here. We're going to take some testimonials here in a moment, but before I go there, folks, I want you to meet a good dear friend of mine, person that I work very closely. He's invited me into private. It's been about 2 years, right, Mike? And with that, I recall you and I, we do an early meeting with Eric. And, you know, if you recall back at that time, Eric had shared with us some of his goals with the company, volume-wise, dollar-wise. and really setting a precedent, saying he was going to have his bank license, buy out an exchange, and really operate and build a business that was a $1 billion plus company, and he had a certain timeline. And Mike, you've got decades of experience in business. You got decades of experience in being an entrepreneur, if you will, and really, I guess, kind of evaluating companies over all these years as well. And, how would you best put the relationship that, we have with Paraiba? I mean, you've gone on to build also a 7-figure income stream with Paraiba. And, when you look at these elements, how would you share with the folks listening tonight, coming from an experienced, knowledge over the years and decades, how you compare Paraiba and our experience, and how has Eric and the company lived up to their promises?
Right. Okay. Well, thanks, Gary. I appreciate that, buddy. And nice to be with everyone tonight. Yeah. Paraiba has been absolutely a blessing in our lives, and you hear the enthusiasm and the confidence in Gary's voice when he talks about it. Even after now 2 years of being in the business, we're more excited every day when we wake up with Paraiba because it's putting smiles on our faces. That's really what this is all about. It's being successful to the point where you can literally be financially free. And I know that's not a goal of maybe everybody on this call, but I can tell you that there are people that have done it. There are people making 3, 4, 5, and 6 figures per month in this business. So whatever you're looking to do, I can virtually assure you it's being done now. And the trust factor that we have here, Gary mentioned that we have developed that over the past couple of years now. And it's not something that, happens overnight, is it? I mean, over time and experience, you gain trust. And we've really, over the last couple of years, felt that. We've experienced it. And the smoothness of it all, as Gary said, the reliability, dependability, it's all been there. And it's just refreshing because, both Gary and I, and maybe some of you on this call, have been involved in a crypto company, and, most of them are not very well done, to be honest. They're just not. And a lot of them don't last, and there's just not the right ingredients there. And it's refreshing to find one here where all the ingredients are there. I sat down with the CEO at the beginning when I got started in March of 2020, and he did share with me that he wanted to take this company to $1 billion in 5 years. That was his goal, and he shared how he was going to do it. And I believed in him. Just from that one conversation, I believed that he could be the right guy to do this. And of course, I can look back, we can all look back on it now, after having been in this company for some time, that he's definitely the right guy. He's brought on so many great revenue streams to the company. He makes sure things are done right, even down to the little important things like support for us. That's, vital, of course. And, he's hit the numbers, as Gary alluded to. That $1 billion goal is coming fast. When we first started, he wanted to do $10 million in his first year, and we did $20 million. Second year, he wanted to do $100 million. We did $200 million. And, that wasn't even long ago at this point. 6 months ago was our 2-year mark. And so now we're at, 600 and I don't know what it is today, 660, 670, something like that, 670 million. So, we're fast approaching that $1 billion mark. That's probably going to be hit by the summer. So we're going to be very early to hit that. So that's exciting. I mean, that's really exciting. It's exciting to be part of something that has this level of success because it's generally not seen in this space. And the biggest part of it really is the success that the members are having. I mean, there's many people I'm sure that are on Gary's team right now that are very, very successful that are on this call. I know for a fact how many successful people Gary has on his team, and it's a lot. If you're on Gary's team, you're very likely to be successful, because as you can see, he's very diligent to do these types of webinars and help his team become as successful as they want to be. We just had someone on Gary's team. I don't know if Stanley's on here, but I mean, he reached Red Diamond in what, 90 days, Gary? I mean, that's pretty amazing. And Alma and some of these others, so many examples of very fast success on Gary's team. And I love to see that. I mean, that is absolutely awesome. So if you are brand new here today, I would say that you are absolutely in the right place at the right time here to get started with this and watch it work for you. Tomorrow is our first payday. So I would say get your Bitcoin as fast as you can, watch this work for you. And if you want to share it, you can. If you don't want to share it, then your Bitcoin will work for you. But I can tell you that if you can build this a little bit, then big things could happen for you in time. It's definitely happened for Gary. It's happened for myself. It's happened for thousands of others. And so all you need to do is plug into it and listen to what Gary is telling you, follow the plan of action, and you can succeed just like we are. Back to you, Gary.
Fantastic. Thanks, Mike. And yes, what happens is tomorrow is basically over the last 2.5 years has amounted to payouts of 4 times per week. And in 2.5 years, I don't know of the company missing a single payout or payment to any member. And again, tomorrow begins another payment and another payout. And I think there's already folks in here that were listening for the very first time a month ago, 2 months ago, if you will, and wondering, is it really going to take place? Is it really going to happen? And they already start to experience from what we've shared that has become a reality for them as well. So I want to open this up a little bit for some testimonials. Stanley, are you available right now? I want to see if there's Stanley, Alma, Sharon. There's a number of you folks out here. And if anyone wants to free and willy speak up, then you can give a testimonial and share your story. But Stanley, are you out there right now?
Absolutely.
I'm getting a little background noise, so so you may unmute yourself, but I'm gonna mute this out because I'm getting some background noise. Okay, so unmute yourself. And so Stanley, can you still hear me okay?
I can hear you well, Gary.
So Stanley, I want to use your help here if we want to, some folks that you may have online here as well. But with that, Stanley, Mike has shared with you, I've shared with you really the structure of this company and the performance, the reliability that this company has provided. And I think in a short period of time, not like 90 days or so, you've even gone to a point where you're developing multiple 6 figures already in a short period of time. But the bottom line is you've already started to experience the ability to capture even withdrawal processes, experience customer support, experiencing change your username, experience adding your team members, expanding the using the exchange. Really, you've put the system to a test. So what would you share with folks from share a little bit about your experience, but most importantly, how has the structure of Paraiba and its interfaces between Paraiba and the exchange, what would you share all these working pieces, how they evolve, come together, and you're like, wow, this is a true business opportunity, but at the same time can build a financial foundation of cash flow each and every week.
Well, Gary, first of all, I want to say that you always do an awesome job, and I always like to see my 2 mentors on the call, you and Mike, and I just want to say how awesome y'all are. Then I want to say to the team, thank you so much. I can't say that enough. We got people making all types of ranks, so that makes your business, I mean, just do outstanding. And like Mike has said, been involved, got in January the 5th, and we're a month and 2 weeks in the business. And so it's been tremendous. I've done every aspect of the business. I will tell you this, the more you begin to get involved, the more you're going to begin to fall in love with Paraiba. I promise you that one. It's been a ride that's tremendous. I'm looking forward to it. I've got some people that have called me today that I hadn't talked to in 25 years. So Mike, get ready. I'm gonna need your help with 2 of the most powerful people that hit the #1 income earner they were #1 income earners in the top 10 network marketers. So I'll let you guess who they are. You'll be shocked. We're going to be doing a call with them soon, but I've earned the $15,000 bonus, the $5,000 bonus, the $1,000 bonus, and it's started growing. My goal is to be at level 6 soon. So well, hopefully you'll be hearing about that. It's been a great journey. We've withdrawn money. My wife and I are always excited about Paraiba. Our date night, which is normally on Friday, we end up talking about Paraiba more than the date that we've done. So it's some exciting times that's happening, and you can hear that in my voice. And I said all that to say this is I'm gonna pass it back to you because there are some great people on the call that I like to start with if I can, Gary.
Yeah, fantastic. Go ahead. Thanks, Stanley, and appreciate that. But yeah, I'm so happy for your success and the constant. I mean, you can start to see dramatic growth week after week after week, and how all the parts work together are just very, very nice. It allows you to have some control. So yes, let's call on a couple other folks for their for their testimony on what it's done for them and how it's working for them as well.
Well, like I always tell the gentleman that's on the call, I surround myself with phenomenal ladies, and hopefully you'll get this hint one day, okay, that ladies rule the world. Y'all don't want to say that. Y'all don't want to think about that, but I know in my household, my wife allows me to be the boss on the outside, but on the inside, I know who the real deal is. So with no further ado, I do want to introduce a phenomenal lady that is eating this alive. She's a purple. She's going to become a part of the 50 club. We've started a 50 club, y'all. That means that you got 50,000 in your main account. That's what Gary and Mike told us. That's the key to this program. So we've started a 50 club that she's going to be in this 50 club very shortly. Her name is Sharon Farmer. Sharon, are you there? Let us hear from you.
Hi,
Yes,
Sharon.
I'm here, Stanley.
Hey,
Hi,
Sharon.
Gary.
Hi, Sharon. Hey, I just want to add a couple cents here, Sharon. You've got a lot of experience, not even in the space of being an entrepreneur, but also just in the crypto space and really been able to interact with other companies and all that kind of stuff. But, when you look at all the things available out there, we carry a lot of risk when we take those choices, high risk in many cases. But how would you share with folks, being from your experience, and you've had a lot of success in the space as well, and obviously you've come on board with Paraiba, but how would you feel confident wise, and how do you feel about Paraiba, and you've made a serious commitment to Paraiba as well, so how would you share with folks about that commitment, and ultimately how do you feel about the structure of this company and your future?
Well, Gary and folks who are on the line, good evening to everyone. I joined Paraiba less than 3 months ago, and I am already earning 6-figure. And I want to let you know that this is one of the best I've seen so far. I have been dealing with crypto for around 5 to 6 years now, and I have lost a lot of money through scamming, but this is the best I've seen so far. So if you are on the fence, don't be. I came into Paraiba head first. As a matter of fact, my whole body.
Yes.
Per se. And so, it is very rewarding, when every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, you look and you see, your back office and see what you earned, and you've never earned that in the crypto space. Let me tell you something. This is good. This is good. I encourage you to be a part of this great opportunity.
Fantastic. Thank you, Sharon. And yes, and I know that coming from you, that's good, because you got a lot of experience, and you can actually see the quality of the company and the interaction of the transactions that you make within the system. It's just smooth and efficient, gets the job done really easy. So it helps you, grow and prosper. So thank you so much for sharing. Stanley, who else would you like to call on?
Is Rhonda on the call?
Rhonda, are you out there?
You remember the .com boom, right?
I see on the call, but is she on mute?
Rhonda, are you on mute? If so, Rhonda, go ahead and unmute yourself. I don't know you. Oh, Rhonda, I see her there. Let me see. I'll ask her to unmute, but if not, we can go to somebody else here.
Gary, the next person I want to go to, they've been in a very short period of time, but I got to give him his accolades. I've been knowing this guy for over 25 plus years. I was so excited when another friend of ours hooked me back up with him, and he had been beat up several companies, and he's really beginning to tear this up. Gary, he's about to skip blue and head to green, and he's just a short period from heading to green. So with no further ado, I like to introduce to most and present to the others, Mr. Alexander the Great. Are you on the call?
Hey, Stanley, absolutely. How you doing?
Hey, Alexander, how are you? Hey, I'm so happy to have you on the call here tonight. I know you got a lot of skill sets in being an entrepreneur and investor in the marketplace. And quite frankly, you've come on board with Paraiba. I've got some good relationships here. What would you share with a little bit of your experience so far to date? Just in some of the evaluations and what you've learned so far.
Well, Gary, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And, I've seen this opportunity about 3.5, maybe about 3 months ago. But when I saw it, I was already involved in something else. And I really didn't look at it. I was on the Zoom call and it was with someone else and it was kind of going over the information, and there was a lot of information and there was a lot of moving parts, and I didn't get it. And I was involved in 2 other programs that I was working, which is not here today. But I knew I wanted to come back and get more information, but I kept thinking about it, but not thinking about it a whole lot because there was a lot that I didn't understand. But when I got back with Stanley, with Stanley James, and he showed me some information and showed me his back office, Stanley always says that when it's on your mind. I went to sleep thinking about the opportunity, but then what really got my attention is the next morning before I had my first cup of coffee, I was thinking about it again. And I said, well, maybe somebody's trying to tell me something. And I got on another Zoom. The more I begin to look at this information and get on the Zooms and read the information, the more I begin to understand it. Been in the program now, I guess about 3 weeks. I wake up early. I stay up late because as far as I'm concerned, looking at this foundation, the diversification and the structure of the program, I think this program is here to stay. I really do. I've been in so many other programs that have failed, and I'm getting sick and tired of bringing people in programs that for whatever reason, they fall apart and they're not here today for whatever reason, just tired of it. So I really like the opportunity. I've just got started. All I can say is get out the way and get ran over. And in closing, I'm going to say this to everyone that's listening to my voice. Make a decision to make a decision. See, sometimes you just don't make a decision, but make a decision to make a decision. Back to you, Gary.
Fantastic. Thank you. And I'll tell you something, when I first got started with Paraiba myself and got a chance to meet with Eric, with Mike, and we went through some things, there's something compelling, intuition, our time, our experience. And you know what? Going into Paraiba, I was initially a little reserved, and the more I stuck with them, the more solid it became, the more structure I seen forming, the more credible, because everything he was saying and what I had learned at that time, I had taken notes, and he just started delivering on everything. One of the most rarest people I've been able to meet that actually delivered on everything he said, and he continues to deliver. So you are correct in being able to have a foundation like Paraiba in your life to really have confidence to continue to grow a business that you already have the talent, you have the ability. Now let the company help you prosper, because most importantly, it is a company as a vehicle, but most importantly, it's the management, their moral commitment to truly deliver back to us. We do our part, they do their part. And when you have a reliable, dependable vehicle and partner in business, that's where the magic occurs. And this is why we have well over 100 plus millionaires in Paraiba in such a short time, and we're just getting started, and so many thousands at the 6-figure, the 5-figure, 6-figure, and it just gets better and better. The more you understand it, the light bulb goes off and you're like, wow, I have a place to build on. And it doesn't matter if people look at other opportunities, they always will come back to Paraiba as a solid foundation that can continue to deliver for them. And so with that, thank you all so much. And what I'd like to do is, I know there might be some questions, and I want to reach back out to Mike. Mike, are you still online here for a moment, Mike?
Yeah, I'm here, Gary. Yep.
All right, Muddy. Well, listen, first of all, I want to thank everyone that's here tonight. I want to thank everybody that is given their testimonial. And Mike, appreciate you for all the support. And, you know, Mike, if you remember, you worked with me for probably over 6 months
Listen, if y'all from Brooklyn,
to engage within the company, if you will. And at the same time, I'm so happy that you stuck with me while I was doing my testing phase with the company. And so along that path, I want to see if also Alma is online. Is Alma there real quick? Alma, are you online here? Alma, you're our queen here, baby. Where are you at?
good evening. Good evening, everyone.
Yeah. So Alma, here's the good thing. Listen, we've been friends a while, and granted, you have tremendous experience also in this field, marketing and looking at opportunities, and also evaluating companies. And you know, it is a big decision to pick a company, decide to put our time, commitment, money on the table. And you've done that today. And at the same token, you've been a great support and inspiration to so many people already in such a short period of time. So what would you share about Paraiba, and, you know, where you see, you know, this opportunity for others as well?
Thanks, Gary, and I appreciate everything. Good evening, everyone. I'm so thankful to Gary and Michael and Stanley on the call, also Sharon on the call. This opportunity, I'm so proud to be involved in Paraiba, and I have been a member since January the 4th this year. And I would like to really put this in perspective, that I'm so happy to be here. I'm so excited. I'm so excited working with the people, because like for this team that we have, we're building it so rapidly and so fast, that I'm so excited about it. I'm excited about my teammate. I'm excited about Rhonda. Rhonda is not able to be on this call because she's taking care of something right now, but she is really extremely, like all of her sub accounts, she have 1,000 in. I so want to congratulate her for doing that. And she's going to be in a $50,000 club soon. Another thing I want to say, that I'm so excited with the people that I'm working with. I'm working with some tremendous individual right now that's going to be very outstanding. And I'm so happy to be in with this team. And regarding Paraiba, I'm all the way with it every single day. I'm so happy to be part of this team. Thank you very much.
And Paraiba, about Paraiba, isn't it exciting that you can see people on your team or folks that you reached out to, and then they look at the company and they go, okay, I'm going to go ahead and take the risk and take the chance to come. Isn't it nice to see them like earning money each week? It's
right, because at least regarding like in the back office, you can see like who is going towards blue, that you can help them. So you can position them and say, well, look, you need to tap up this so you can get here. You need to $200 here. You can even mention to them, look, you need to get to goal. What you have to do to get to gold. The next thing, what you have to do to get to blue, what you have to do to get to green. And I have those conversations with them all the time, every single day. What is it you have to do to call somebody, to close them? It's ongoing situation, but I love it because I grow with at the same time.
Absolutely. And what it does is it gives you a profit increase. Could be day by day, week after week, and it's some significant profit increases. And you want people to get that profit on their table, and it is fun. It's happy. And I've got one gal, folks, that all that she was interested in was making $1,000, She's retiree. And today, a year and a half later, she's referred one person as a family member, and she's generating over $25,000 a month from someone that was only interested in making $1,000. Completely a life change, and dramatically just happy and really just excited. So with that, I want to thank everybody for being here. And if there's any question, this is the time where I've got Mike and myself to help answer any questions of anybody. So please, anybody on the call, if you're new, if you've been here a bit, you may have folks that got a question, but any question is a good question. And we want to do our best to help everyone get confident, comfortable, at ease about their decision with Paraiba. And our opportunity is to help you. And if you've got some questions, what an opportunity to do so right now. And if anyone, Stanley, on your team or Alma's team or anybody's team, if you know of some questions you've been asked, let's ask these questions now.
I have a question.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, this is Darian out of Florida. Can one have their account in their business name?
And I'll let Mike, under Paraiba, you want to just register normally as a regular name, although in your unique exchange, you have and can register as a regular individual person or under your corporation. And remember, even as Paraiba, when monies flow, they'll go through your company corporation at the exchange and flow back to where you want them to go. But for compliancy and stuff, just like if you were to go to a bank, they want a name. Okay. But on top of that, you can flow it money wise to the unique exchange where all the money is managed and handled to begin with.
Okay, so just for clarification, you say when you register with Paraiba, it's under your
First and
individual.
last name, email, address, etc. When you go and register at the exchange, you use the email, and you can register as a company and an officer of that company.
Okay, great. Thank you.
You bet. Thank you. Any other question?
Yes, this is Benjamin.
Okay. Hi, Benjamin. Go ahead.
Hi, can you go over how to populate your first line money into all your accounts?
Yes, we have, we actually, if somebody wanted to basically register, okay, once they register, and they wanted to take advantage of this first line, let's give me an example here. I'll show you really quick. Once they make their deposit, they have an option of doing, and there's a button in our back office, which I will show you here in a moment, but you can have your own invitation link in your back office that will allow you to register yourself one account at a time, as many as you like. Or if you're willing and able and capable of having an extra $2,000 in your usable balance, which is simple to place, we have a button that we call the SAS 20, and it'll allow you to push that incentive button, and it will self-register all 20 of these accounts simultaneously, auto deposit the $100 from your usable balance, and self-create those 20 accounts within about 30 seconds to a minute. And it will thus self-create a team of 20 accounts for you, and they will all be linked to you. You will be remunerated on all of them. But there is a button in the back office that allows you to do so. Did that help you answer your question?
Yeah, where's the button?
It's when you're in your back office. I'll have to show you after I'm done with this recording. But it's when you're in your back office, you click finance, and under finance, you can click on use usable balance, and then the incentive, it's called incentive, and it has a drop down box, and it says SAS 2100. You simply click that. You do want to make sure that you have $2,000 in your usable balance by simply adding funds, and it will provide to you your Bitcoin wallet address and the amount to send in there so that you can do your SAS 20.
Oh, so the amount has to be in the unusable balance.
Yes, it has to be in your usable balance in your main account in order to take advantage of the SAS 20. Yes.
I mean, it says unusable balance. So
Yes.
that's,
Mhm. Yes, in your usable balance in your account. That's correct.
okay.
Usable balance. You got it.
And
And,
then-
and if you need help, then you can get, I mean, obviously we do have a video that will guide you through the part of depositing into your main account or into the SAS 20. We do have some recorded replay presentations that actually go through that process live, and you could get that recording from the person that invited you as well. They should have that.
Scott and
If they don't-
and Spencer has been helping me.
Okay, perfect. And if they don't have it, then we can figure out how to get it to them.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Any other questions at this moment? Okay, fantastic. What
I
I
actually
do,
have one more question. I have one more
okay,
question.
go ahead.
Yeah, this is Darren again. Let's say hypothetically someone went to start for night. I'm sorry, tonight for free, and like fund the account within the week. And they refer somebody that comes in for $300 or $500 worth of BTC. Will you still get a referral off of that, or
Yeah.
or get compensated?
Yes, it will still count for you. And keep in mind, when somebody invites someone, we get paid on the success of profits from any and all members. But yes, Mike, are you still with me, buddy?
Yeah, I'm here. You will need
Okay,
to have
so-
$100 minimum, of course, to start getting paid, but you can refer them.
Yes. And then the question is, if their balance was at zero, but yet they had someone with a few $100s in their first line, would they still be paid in their usable balance as a profit, even if their account was at zero?
They need to have $100.
Okay.
They need to have $100 working in order to get paid anything from anybody
I got it.
on the first line. Yeah,
On the
$100.
first line. I got it. Okay. Yes. So just to clarify, you can register, you can be at zero, but you're better off, and you can invite and you can get them started even with a free account or prepared to add their funds. But yes, it sounds like timing wise, you want to minimally have $100 in your deposit account prior to them adding their funds. But again, once you've added funds, you will recoup the following day if you happen to miss one day.
Okay, so hypothetically, let's say tomorrow morning I came in at $25 worth of BTC, and then told somebody and they came in for, I don't know, $500.
Yeah.
So how would that work with that scenario?
Yeah. I believe you'll earn on your $25, but it sounds like with what Mike is sharing is that you want to have your balance at $100 to obtain the override, I think, from your first line.
Okay, so let's say hypothetically with that particular situation, I came in at what $50 tomorrow in BTC. I refer somebody that came in for $500. Then at some point when I got up to at least $100 in BTC, I wouldn't miss out on that income, or just be like,
Yeah,
what?
right.
couple
Yeah.
days or something?
Yeah. You're going to earn on whatever money you got on there for yourself. And as soon as if you referred someone and they put in 100, 500 or 100,000, you will recapture those overrides once your account reaches $100.
Okay, thank you for the clarification.
You bet. Thank you. Okay.
Gary.
Yes, sir.
Gary, Beverly, I have a question.
Yes, sir, my friend.
I have someone who's signed up. She's been signed up for 3 or 4 days, and she's funded. She put in $100, but she hasn't been verified as of yet. And she's got people that are waiting for her to say they want to sign up right away. Can she sign them up?
It's two things. One, if she has an account that has been provided to her that is a first line account that was already activated and it hasn't been switched over, then there's going to be an affiliate link already registered for that account. Now, if she's registered from your invite link and she's not KYC'd, then she's not going to have an active link yet. Okay, so it depends on the situation. If she's someone that took over a sub account or a first line account, there'll be a link in there because you'll be transitioning that sub account over to him or her once their KYC is done, and then you will switch out the information with their email under the KYC in your back office, right? And
Right, yes, sir.
and then, but if it's based on an invite link, then it's probably not going to allow her to have that invitation link. But if it was one prior, then it would have an invite link.
Got it. No problem.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. Thank you.
You bet. And then typically, if she's not been KYC verified for any reason, if it takes more than 24 to 48 hours, then I would look for an email that may have come from them, or I would log into the Unique Exchange, go to settings and see if there's any message there that they have provided to you. They're usually very efficient. I just had
Exactly.
somebody get KYC'd in like 15 minutes.
Exactly. All right, I'll check on you.
Uh-huh. You bet. Okay.
I would always suggest that when you're signing up a new person, that is the very first thing that you have them do, because they don't even have to sign up in Paraiba right away. They can do Unique Exchange first. Get on that, get that done, get the ball rolling on that as fast as possible, right?
Yes.
Because that's going to unlock everything. All right, it's going to unlock the affiliate. It's going to unlock the earnings right away. So get that done right away. You don't need a referral link for Unique Exchange, remember. There's no referral link for that. Just have them go to the site, register, and start the ball rolling.
All right. Thanks, Mike.
Yeah.
You bet. Thanks, Beverly. All right. Very good. All right. Last call. Anything else from anybody at this moment? Why we are here to help you. If not, we'll encourage everyone to get back to the person that invited them, and then get their account registered, get their KYC done at the Unique Exchange, get their Bitcoin into Paraiba, and they're on their way. All right, very good. Okay, very good. I want to go ahead and encourage everyone just to get back to that person who invited you, get yourself started, and get on the road to a plan A or even a plan B. But most importantly, Paraiba has been a solid foundation for tens of thousands of people, and we continue to move forward in progress and process our success for a lot of people, and we're hopeful that everyone listening will also get on board with us as well. And Michael, would you have any last words for any of the folks here online tonight?
I would just say that you got two choices. You can become a boss or you can work for one. I would say to get started and just watch this work for you. Even if you are skeptical, get your Bitcoin in there and just watch this work for you. And in time, you're going to see, just like we all are, that this works for you, just like it works for all of us.
Fantastic. All right. Thank you, Michael. And thanks for everybody joining us tonight. And thank you again so much. Hang on one second.